This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Professionalism and ethics are key factors in a job setting. These two aspects work hand in hand. Engineering is no different case. Ethics seeks to evaluate deeply moral aspects. It entails the practices that the staff carries out in an establishment. It incorporates good values, a code of conduct, moral value, principles, and virtues. Ethics enable one to outlay professionalism in undertaking his engineering career. Professional ethics helps a lot in proficiency and comprehending problems encountered in this field. Ethics assists one to know the good and bad sides of a person in a work setting. Engineering ethics are the codes of standards applied in the field of engineering. These ethics portray good conduct in professional engineers. With the innovation in science and technology, one needs to uphold high moral standards in terms of principles and practices. It concentrates on doing the right action without inconveniencing other parties. In engineering, one needs guidelines that propel him or her to success in this field. The guidelines are set values that give the ability to make correct choices, decisions, and actions. Not all values are equal. It all depends on the perception of a person and his or her experience. One can modify and create beliefs that define his identity. Thus he may hold characteristics such as social skills, peace among coworkers, truth, and honesty. Perseverance, discernment, and accuracy are also values that one needs to have to relay services professionally. This boosts his moral behavior and upholds his professional skills. In addition to values and morals, a professional needs work ethics. These ethics ought to be principled and easy to interpret. Employing attitudes of work value will need a lot of motivation to succeed. This goes a long way to increase productivity and overall performance in engineering. In the workplace, the relationship between coworkers and employees in the organization depends heavily on ethics. The engineers tactfully apply the code of ethics to tackle problems encountered in the field. The engineer should offer a high standard of service to the client. He should work towards achieving set objectives as part of strengthening his skills in the profession. Moral issues may arise at certain times in an organization. This will require one to apply professionalism to tackle such issues. Issues such as resource crunch may lead one to be manipulated and unethical termination of projects. Another issue is applying double standards in making decisions and selecting projects. The management may seek to fulfill their interest more than the employees. The employees may develop a poor attitude toward providing services to the consumers. These issues can be sorted through normative inquiry, where norms are used to guide the employees and the management to run the organization. The management should come in strongly to offer a neutral field for the implementation of these norms. Another way of curbing moral issues is by conceptual inquiry, where all the employees are directed and informed of the concepts and principles. Factual or descriptive inquiry is another way to solve the moral issues arising in an organization. This inquiry provides information about practices and the effectiveness of the system. When one upholds professionalism, he or she expects to be loyal to the organization, have a high level of integrity, be knowledgeable, and apply tact in undertaking tasks of the organization. He should be a social catalyst and serve the management and other employees without biases. Professional conduct helps to gain the trust of the public and improve professional development. Professionalism in the public domain determines how resources and other activities are carried out. A professional will bear the responsibility for his work in the sense that he becomes liable and accountable for the action he takes in the organization. By carrying out his duty well, he gets appraisal from the management due to his success. A competent professional will strive to meet the requirement of the client. It is highly recommended that clients' confidentiality be observed. This is also part of professionalism, since the client builds trust in the employee. Another attribute of a competent professional is to respect the management and other employees as well as the client. Courtesy when communicating with clients will boost confidence in the engineer from the client's perspective. They should also be ready to offer services to a diverse population. The employee should avoid fraud and misuse of resources at all times. Above all, discipline is very important. In some, professionalism is the equality of being honest and faithful to the profession. Always honor the law and observe the rules and regulations of the state. Professionalism may be hindered by several factors such as poverty levels and high levels of illiteracy in society. Most engineers may take advantage of these situations in society and offer substantial services to them. To curb this situation, the engineers should be given adequate remuneration to refrain them from exploiting the less fortunate. Professionalism and ethics work hand in hand. For one to be a successful professional, he or she needs to have all the ethics values and virtues. Successful engineers are a result of the moral behaviors and work ethics they endorse in their day-to-day undertaking. If these ethics are advocated worldwide, then the world will have more engineers who are professionally fit. This essay on the link between professionalism and ethics was written and submitted by a student just like you. The IvyPanda Samples database hosts thousands of works similar to this one on various subjects. Visit ivypanda.com to find what you are looking for.